So, on the topic of these questions about the TV show and stereotypes found within the TV show, um, I chose The Office. I sat down to watch a specific episode so I could count out how many times anything came up. But in the one episode, surprisingly, there was not really any of the stereotypes. But across the entire series, there's a lot of stereotypes about the LGBT community, femininity, race, and masculinity versus femininity, just sexism in general. I feel like people within these stereotypes watching this program would see how close-minded some people are. One of the main characters, Michael Scott, played by Steve Carell, is one of the most close-minded, misogynistic characters in the world, and so because of that, he tries. It's like he tries to get around these stereotypes, but in all actuality, he just plays them up a little more. And so I feel like people within this stereotype watching the program would probably feel a sense of like understanding how silly it is for some people to be so close-minded. The question, what do you think society takes away from this program, of a program such as this? I think society sees how silly it is to be closed-minded and how silly it is to be so insensitive towards certain people groups through the continuation of certain stereotypes. I think it really just does show how closed-minded some people are. But that's where the humor of the show comes from, is how really closed-minded some of the characters are, and how they just don't really understand what's going on. How would you go about addressing these stereotypes if you were a part of this particular class, or if you had a friend or loved one who was considered a member of such classes? I think the real thing is just defy the stereotype. Show that not everyone is like exactly that which society portrays you as. And if you fall within the stereotype, that's fine too. It's everybody's just people. I think the big deal is just the biggest issue is getting rid of the assumptions that everyone is one way, or getting rid of the assumptions that everyone acts a specific way. And then to ask, what lessons do you think younger generations are learning from shows such as these? And I think shows like The Office, for example, that really build their comedy off of how close-minded some characters are, really show younger generations, how silly it is to be so ignorant towards other people. I think it's a really actually like a neat way to build the comedy. But I think by showing how out of the loop some people are, how stuck in the concept of stereotypes some people are, I think it really just shows how different people actually are from the stereotypes. It was a great learning experience to look at these questions, and I really enjoyed it.